Well, welcome everyone to Courage to Caregivers. My name is Cathy, and we are going to recap our theme of growth mindset that we visited during the month of May. Tonight's topic is You Have the Power to Grow. So we've spent the last few weeks on topics of growth. In the first week, we explored staying curious. And one of the most important sources of growth is through curiosity. By learning to ask the questions who, what, where, why, and how, we learn new things about our world and about ourselves, expanding our horizons in so many ways. But it can also be difficult to ask these questions. Why is that? Because sometimes if we feel the need to ask questions, we might have to admit to ourselves that we don't know everything. Trust me, not everybody knows everything. And when we feel that we don't know everything, we feel a little bit vulnerable, and vulnerability leads to fear. However, if we replace that fear with healthy curiosity, we open the door to expanding our worldview. Our growth mindset expands through curiosity because we become students of the world. And we do this by inviting in learning, creativity, possibilities, opportunities, and actively listening to others. In week number 2, we discussed thinking in extremes or polarized thinking. When we view the world with an all or nothing mindset, we find ourselves struggling to find middle ground. So how can we remedy this? Just notice, instead of using either or thinking, embrace both and thinking. So both things can be true in any situation, and there are always two sides to every story. You can be right, and the other person can also be right. And this is hard to do because I think it's in our human nature to kind of have this my way or the highway mindset. But it's worth it to see both sides, both perspectives, because it's healthy for us in the long run. When extreme thinking clouds our emotions, perceptions, and judgments, we experience unhealthy distortions that block us from building strong relationships. In week 3, we explored redefining guilt and shame. We learned that shame is normal and everyone experiences it. And when we put a little distance between ourselves and our emotions, we realize that we are not our emotions. We are not our feelings. We are not our emotions. They do not define us, and they do not control us. We learn to observe our emotions for what they are, and then to deal with them in the moment instead of shoving them way down deep inside of us. When we learn to trust our observations, we recognize and accept ourselves and the way things are as they are. Practicing a little self-compassion goes a long way too. Being kind to oneself is a gift that enables us to grow into the person who has compassion for others. So always loving yourself first leads to loving others more fully and more openly. So remember that the challenges we face and that are thrown at us are also opportunities to flourish and grow and become. If we embrace the thought that we can be this wonderful work in progress that we are meant to be, just like a spring flower that's blooming, turning its face toward the sun. And so I like to envision all of you growing, becoming, and opening into these beautiful flowers with your face towards the sun. And so going into our breathing meditation, let's hold ourselves in compassion as we practice tonight and as we hopefully go into this evening and tomorrow with a fresh new growth mindset. Good, so let's begin a little breathing meditation here. I'd like you to find your comfortable seated position on your chair, moving yourselves from one side to the other so that your weight is evenly distributed, both sitting bones firmly on the chair, and then taking the shoulders up to your ears, letting them Come back down again, settling in, placing the hands on the thighs with hands down or palms lifted, whichever feels most comfortable for you. And then engaging that nice tall spine so that we're not slouching or swaying from one side to the other, that your spine is the architecture of the body that's holding you up, and that you're nice and ready for breathing. Good. And so we're going to close the eyes or leave them softly cast down, whatever is comfortable for you. As we begin to breathe in and out of the nose, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. With each breath, feeling the body settle in and settle down. Observing any thoughts that come in without judgment. Letting them go like the petals of a flower on a spring day. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And just being present with yourself and wanting to be present with yourself. You know, all throughout the day, you are present for so many others. Right now, enjoy and embrace just being present with yourself. What a gift, right? And so as your body is settling in, as your mind is calming down, as your spirit is starting to embrace all that is possible for you, we'll revisit our box breathing. That was the breathing technique that we explored through the month of May. If you remember, we envision a box with 4 equal sides. Each side has the count of 4. And so what this looks like is inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4, inhaling for 4, and then exhaling for 4. Excuse me, and that makes your little 4-sided box. So we'll do this together as we inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, everyone. Continue on your own. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. I invite you to continue box breathing on your own at your own pace. Count to 4, inhale, count to 4, exhale. And as you do, I'll tell you a little bit about box breathing. It calms the mind and the body, reduces stress. It can be a technique you can use before you experience a stressful situation, so that if you know that a stressful event or a conversation or an interaction is about to happen, you can start that box breathing. It's also a great breathing technique to start if you've experienced a stressful situation and you need to come out of that. It helps with panic attacks and insomnia, so it's good for so many things. So continuing the box breathing, I'll stop talking and let you do this for a few more rounds. Beautiful. And Now I'd like to invite you back to your own natural breath. So, not putting a count to anything, just breathing in the manner that best supports you. And this can be any one of the techniques that we have talked about, or just your own beautiful, supportive breath. And as you're breathing in this way, I'll go ahead and read our affirmations for tonight's practice. I am always growing and evolving, yet I am perfectly marvelous just the way I am. Accepting myself as I am can provide an opportunity for growth. When I know better, I do better. When I know better, I do better. I like that. So continuing the breath, breathing in and out, feeling the nourishment of the breath in every cell of your body. Filling your cup with positivity, filling your cup with grace for yourself as you approach life's challenges. Filling your cup with growth as you move through these challenges each and every day with the integrity and dignity and badassity that you handle the things that come your way in the beautiful way that you do. Good. Couple more breaths here. Beautiful. Start to blink the eyes open. Good. Sorry I used that word badassity, but it just felt good in the moment. So anyway. Okay, so we're going to begin a little mindful movement. We're going to do a couple of standing postures. Nothing that brings us down to the floor, nothing strenuous, I promise you. So if you want to come up out of the chair here. Good. I'll just move my chair out of the way. Beautiful. We're going to find mountain pose here. So grounding down through all four corners of the feet, the toes, the heels, the inseam of the foot, and the outer part of the foot, grounding down through the entire foot. And then bringing your shoulders back. So bringing the shoulders all the way back. You can feel the shoulder blades engaging. Arms are long down at your sides. Palms are facing forward. Collarbones open, chest opens, ears over your shoulders. So just feeling this tall, strong mountain pose and breathing into this posture. And you might even want to say a little affirmation like, I am strong, or I am growing, or one of your own choosing. I love mountain pose because it does feel empowering to me. So just saying this affirmation a couple times on your own. Beautiful. From mountain pose, we're going to bend the knees slightly as we move the arms up overhead, standing nice and tall, taking an inhale from the center. And then exhale, we're going to do a standing twist, twisting to the side and bringing the arms back down. Beautiful. Inhaling through center, arms come up. Exhaling, twisting to the side. So, your feet are rooted down in concrete here, and you're just moving side to side, upper body. So your core is nice and strong and engaged. So just moving at your own pace. Center, we inhale. When we move to the side, exhale, arms come down. Okay? Beautiful, everybody. Nice. And then finally, bringing hands back through the center. We'll rest them at the heart for just a moment. Let's step the feet out a little bit wider, so more than a hip's distance apart as we stand nice and tall. And we're just going to begin to move from side to side, letting the arms sway, letting the hands fall at the lower back and the belly or the hips. So I've always called this washing machine, but it's also called knocking on heaven's door, which I think is really cute. So let's just knock, knock, knock on heaven's door as we twist, wringing out any tension, anything that doesn't serve us right now, resetting the body, and cleansing us from what we don't need, right? Good. Good. And then coming to stillness here, we'll step the feet back a little closer together, so maybe about a hip's distance apart. We're going to find our chair pose here. So bending the knees slightly, bringing arms up overhead as we inhale, exhale, coming into chair pose, bringing hands to the heart, bending the knees, and sitting as if we were seated in a chair, but the chair's not there. Sending weight back to the heels, engaging your core, engaging those quad muscles at the front of the thighs. Beautiful. So let's take an in-breath here, and then exhale, taking left elbow to the right knee as we twist to the right. Good. Beautiful. Inhaling back through center, we rise, bringing the arms up overhead and then arms down to the sides, coming in contact again with our mountain pose. Bending at the knees, we inhale as we lift the arms. Exhale, coming into chair pose. Once again, resting the hands at the heart. Taking an inhale here. And then exhale, taking right elbow to left knee as we twist in our chair pose. Good. Breathing through this twist. And then inhale, bringing arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. So let's see, the rest of these postures we're going to take in the chair. So I'm going to invite you to move your chairs back in front of your laptops or iPads there. Beautiful, everyone. So now that we're all seated, good. So from here, we're going to take one more twist as we're seated with our sitting bones on the chair, knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. We're going to take the right hand, bring it to the left knee as we inhale through the crown of the head. Exhale, moving so that we're peeking over that left shoulder. Breathing into this twist. And let's find a little movement side to side. So maybe just moving the head from one shoulder to the other. Good. Beautiful. Coming back to center, let's do the same thing on the other side. So left hand comes to the right knee. Engage that tall spine, inhaling through the center, and then exhale as we twist to the right. And again, the head comes side to side here. Good, beautiful. Beautiful, then bring everything back to center. So that's enough twisting for today. We're just now going to start to open up the neck and the shoulders by rocking the head a little bit from side to side. Remember, if there's any tightness in the neck, make your moves smaller so that you don't hurt yourself. And then take your gaze up as you inhale. Exhale, let your gaze float back down, tucking your chin. Inhale to lift the gaze. Exhale to lower. Good. Inhale to lift. Exhale, come back to center. This time we're going to take the gaze up, and then we're just going to take the head a little bit from side to side. So just moving from shoulder to shoulder. Good. Good. And then finally, let's take it around in a circle. Breathing into those tight areas. Beautiful. And just let all your tension melt away here. Maybe going in the opposite direction when you're ready. Good. And then coming to stillness here. Taking one hand to the low belly and one hand we're going to place on the collarbones. So middle finger and thumb rest on the collarbones on each side of your sternum. Just engage your fingers there and drop down about 1/4 of an inch. You should feel a little notch, and then begin to circle your hand around and around, closing the eyes. This gesture calms the body and the mind, brings the brain and the heart into coherence. Just breathing in this wonderful little warm up to our deep rest tonight. Good. Beautiful. Leaving that hand right there on the heart, taking the hand that's on the belly and placing that over that hand. Just taking a moment to breathe with the heart. Beautiful. Once again, the gift of being present with yourself. There is no greater gift. Good. Letting your hands go free. I invite you to get ready for your deep rest tonight, gathering your comforts with you, maybe lowering your lights, finding your music if that's what you're choosing to do. Whatever you're needing tonight, just gathering in everything you need to be in this present moment. Good. Beautiful. I invite you to find your comfortable seat in your chair or lengthen out long on the floor or on your couch or your bed. Starting to feel the body soften beneath the universe that's all around you, and feeling the support of the surface beneath you, whatever that may be. Closing the eyes and just beginning to feel that settling in of the body once again. With each breath, letting go of tension, thoughts, worries. They have no place here right now. And we're going to start at the top of the head as we begin to soften all the muscles in the face, the forehead, the temples, the cheeks. I invite you to unclench your jaw. Let go of anything that does not serve you. And then feel an opening in your throat. Feel your throat open and expand as you let go of tension there. Anything that you might be holding, anything that you wanted to say today, but you felt as though you couldn't or didn't or shouldn't. Just let that go now. Good. Just in appreciation for your own voice. And then letting your awareness travel down into the right shoulder, the right upper arm, the elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, and fingers, starting with the right hand thumb. index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, the back of the hand and the palm of the hand. Your whole right arm is relaxed. Your whole right arm is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe in that feeling of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Moving your awareness down the right side of the body, the armpit, the ribs, the waist, and the hip. Moving down into the right thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, the foot, the top of the foot, and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of the right foot. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe, so that from the toes of the right foot all the way up to the right hip, your whole right leg is relaxed. Your whole right side is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Moving your awareness now to the left side of the body and the left shoulder, the left upper arm, the elbow, forearm, wrist, and hand, and all the fingers of the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, so that from the fingers of the left hand all the way up to the left shoulder, your whole left arm is relaxed. Your whole left arm is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Moving your awareness down the left side of the body, the armpit, the ribs, the waist, and letting your awareness travel to the left hip, the thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, the foot, the top of the foot, and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe. So all the toes are releasing tension all the way up to that hip, feeling that sensation of relaxation and ease. Your whole left leg is relaxed. Your whole left side is completely and totally relaxed. Both sides are completely relaxed. Good. Moving your awareness to the back body and all parts of the body that are supported by the ground beneath you. The heels, the calves, the back of the thighs, the buttocks, the low back, middle back, the upper back, the shoulder blades, the back of the head. The whole back body is relaxed. The whole back body is relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Moving your awareness now to the front body and all parts of the body that shine toward the stars. The front of the feet, the ankles and shins, the knees, the thighs, the hips, the pelvis, the low belly, the upper belly, the ribs, the chest, the heart, your generous, caregiving heart, breathing in some appreciation for your heart and all that it gives to everyone in your care each and every day. Your whole front body is relaxed. Your whole front body is completely and totally relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Your whole body is now relaxed. Your whole body is completely and totally relaxed. Rest now in this knowing. Just rest. Very gently and very slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the body, starting to move in little ways, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe rocking your head a little bit from side to side, or taking a full body stretch, either on the floor or in your chair. Just taking your time to come back to the present moment, deepening the breath, and giving yourself the gift of any little movement that you need to awaken from your deep rest. Beautiful. As you are taking your time to awaken, I'll read a couple of quotations from our practice tonight. This is from Dennis Waitley, and he says, "Personal development is the belief that you are worth the effort, time, and energy needed to develop yourself." And from the Persian poet Rumi, he says, "The wound is where the light enters you." So, in spite of all our challenges, we grow from these, and any wounds that we have are just that beautiful light that keeps shining and shining and shining on into the world. Beautiful. If everyone is ready, you can go ahead and press yourself back up to a seated position and meet me with hands to the heart. Maybe close the eyes once again, feeling your thumb knuckles resting on your sternum, feeling the rise and fall of the breath and the rise and fall of your heart as it matches the breath. Good. It was a pleasure and an honor to be with all of you tonight. We bring our hands to the third eye, right up at the forehead between the eyebrows, as we acknowledge the mutual respect that we have for one another by bowing and saying the word namaste. Thank you all so much. I'm going to stop recording now.